For BamaCentral.com, my name is Clay Miller, and this is The Extra Point. Today, I'm joined by Joey Blackwell. And Joey, while so many people are focused, and rightly so, on National Signing Day and the players Bama is bringing in, you're actually in Mobile right now covering the Senior Bowl, where Alabama has two representatives, Brian Robinson and Phil Mathis, looking to continue their career in the NFL. So let's start by talking about Brian Robinson. Obviously, a huge impact on Alabama football, was a running back there for a long time. How's he looking at the Senior Bowl?
Well, Brian Robinson so far is looking solid. They've had their currently, as we speak, having their third practice session, which is more of a live scrimmage with, full contact. Today would have been the best opportunity to see him, but unfortunately, because of the bad weather that we're having down here, the practice moved indoors. So most of the media haven't been allowed to attend. But I can talk about the first couple of days. He looks strong, which has kind of been his trademark. He's more of a powerful back than a speedy back. He does lack some quickness in hitting the holes, but he makes up for it in one of his biggest pros, which is his awareness on the field. And he's able to see those gaps and make them. So he's been taking advantage of that all week long. So he has stood out. He does have some shortcomings, but at the same time, those pros really do outweigh them. So looking forward to seeing what the scouts think of him, and looking forward to seeing, more importantly, what he can do this Saturday in Senior Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. And moving on to the other side for Phil Mathis, he was actually, I think, named a captain and got to speak early on in the press conference early in the week. So obviously, it seems like he's impressing there. How has he looked on the field as well?
Yeah, like you said, he was the featured athlete for the American team on day one. He was introduced by Jim Nagy, and he really talked at length about what he learned at Alabama on that day. Feel free to BamaCentral readers can go read that. We have that on our site. But no, he's looked very strong, just like B-Rob. He's looked very strong. He's really did really well in his quickness agilities yesterday on Wednesday. He's also really good at coming off the line. That's something that he's talked about he needed to improve on. Unfortunately for him, when you have Will Anderson lining up next to you, while Will Anderson is obviously fantastic, he can take away a lot of stats from Mathis. So it's going to be interesting to see how he can play on a Saturday without Will Anderson lining up next to him, and see just how effective he is. He's currently projected to be drafted maybe late second, early third round, possibly a little bit lower than that. But I think with the work that he's put in so far, we might see him just drafted at maybe middle second. And somewhere around there.
That's exactly what the Senior Bowl is for. Both these players had good years, but good careers at Alabama. Now they're looking to improve that draft stock. And so hopefully Mathis and Robinson can do that, continuing throughout the week. And then you can catch them in the Senior Bowl this weekend. Joey, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate the time. Once again, for BamaCentral.com, my name is Clay Miller, and this has been The Extra Point.